you can have it. But I wanted to be sure that it's the call of God and not just my ego wanting to stand in front of many people and preach.
Before we took a music break, you spoke about being expelled from school. And I can tell, even by your look, that you were a naughty boy. What happened?
I was at boarding school in St. Francis College. I think I was just among one of the naughtiest kids in class because there were three, we called it the three mosquitoes from the movie Three Musketeers.
Yes.
It was myself, my friend Unkanyiso, and there was another guy, Elliot Tabete. He was so naughty. So the three of us, even if we were not involved in anything wrong at the time, but our minder, Brother Kess, would always say, the three of you, I know you were there, who else did wrong? So for me, I think the Catholic Church, when it comes to boarding school, you get selected because of academic. When you become too naughty, they don't know how to handle you. So it's like, you know what? Thank you.
They hand you over to the devil, to the world.
To a point that when I became a youth leader in Marion Ridge, one of the brothers, Brother Crispin, he came to our church and found that I was, and Father Mthabela says to him, oh, this is our youth leader, Muzi. He says, Muzi, I know you. And I say, yeah, I was at St. Francis. He says, yeah, it's amazing that the bad ones turn out to be youth leaders. And then he said, oh, sorry, not the bad one. I don't mean bad like that. No, I was bad. You respect that. So at the point, I was a very naughty kid. I wasn't a bad child, but I was just too naughty. Yeah.
You've been a model. You've been an actor. How did this come about?
As a young person, when I went to do my first year at Natal Technical, I was studying video technology. Now, you can't really expect your parents to always give you transport money to buy your clothes and stuff like that. So you have to find ways of making money for yourself. So for me, modeling was the easiest thing. I don't know what attracted me to it. But somebody told me that there's an agency that they know, so we went to that agent. I was an extent hit and they took me. They said, "You're gonna work. You can make money." That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah,
I love music.
That's what I wanted to hear. I like that.
I loved music, so I wanted to buy music.
Okay.
And it was the time when the CDs came out, and if you had a CD, you were a king. So my mother bought a ghetto blaster, so I wanted to buy music, I wanted to buy clothes. So modeling for me was the way to go as a young person. It helped me a lot. So I became a model because I wanted to take care of myself financially instead of burdening my parents with having to give me pocket money and take care of me as well. Yeah.
Beautiful. And this time around, did you know that one day you'd be a hit across the country?
I don't know if I am now a hit. But thank you for thinking so.
Yeah.
For me, I think being a young person, like I said, as a teenager, you pursue girls and all those things. But for me, things turned around when I read my father's book. My father had a book called Think Like a Winner. Yes. My father is an academic and a reader. But I didn't care about his book. He had a bookshelf at home. But when I heard him delivering a speech somewhere...
Is your father still alive?
My father is still alive. He made a quote from this book, Think Like a Winner, about attitude, and attitude that becomes a belief, and belief that becomes an attitude, and your attitude determines your ultimate destiny in life. For me, that was such a profound statement. I looked for a book and asked him, where is this quote? He showed me the book. Then I started reading the book from the beginning. For me, the word said, that's when I started falling in love with books. Till today, I'm a reader. I consider myself relatively an avid reader. So when I started reading that book, it changed my whole perspective about life. I began to understand that to be an achiever, there's a process that you need to follow. That successful people don't just become successful by luck. They don't just become successful because the ancestors are with you or because you slaughter many goats for them. But you become successful because you follow certain principles.
Wow.
So for me, that's when it started changing. Then I started believing to the core of my being that I am destined for greatness. I started believing, especially when it spoke about, when the book spoke about, or other books that I started to read after that, when they spoke about affirmations, the importance of affirming positivity into your life.
Wow.
That's where for me it started changing. I'll be walking long distances and I'll be saying, repeating affirmations in my mind that I've read in the book. And I started believing that, you know, I am destined for greatness in life. I deserve only what is best.
You speak it with your mouth.
Yes, I spoke it. And sometimes when you speak these things, your friends who don't read, they don't understand why are you speaking like this now. You've gone crazy. And some people will even say, you're arrogant, you're proud. But once you begin to understand that you need to have a vision, you need to have a goal, and you need to have short-term goals that you need to pursue, then your life starts to take shape. Even though you still do young people's things, like you still go to parties, you still drink, and you still do everything that young people do. But now your focus becomes about making sure that you reach your destiny, which for me was to be successful. At that point, all I knew was I want to be successful at this thing called life.
Wow.
I wasn't sure yet how I was going to be successful, but I just knew that success is my portion in life.
Wow. Powerful, my brother. We really